These are the two main things that you need to do in order to start losing weight. These two things are probably common sense, but they're so common that you just don't even use them, because I tried dieting my whole life and never lost this much weight. And once I changed these two things, it definitely just brought me over the edge and I was able to lose a bunch of weight. Now, keep in mind, this is my personal experience. And just to get on with it, the first item on the list is calorie counting. You kind of have to do some research, but what you can do is just find your calorie maintenance goal, which is basically how many calories you need to go for the rest of the day. And then from there, what you've heard your whole life is be on a calorie deficit, right? So, for example, if your calorie intake has to be, I don't know, 2,000 per day, which is what supposedly the average human needs to take in. If you can get below that in the 1800s, 1900s, something below that, you will start losing weight. Just remember, there are some, X factors or outliers that can go along with that. But again, is just maintaining that calorie deficit, is just eating less than what your maintenance calories are and what you're exhausting. Now, remember, the second thing that I mentioned just goes right with the first one of calorie counting. The second one is weighing your food. Weighing your food is extremely important because that's the way that you're gonna find out exactly how many calories you're intaking for whatever specific food you're eating. The way that I'm doing it right now is I'm using this app called Macro Factor, and it basically does all the math for you. So all you have to do is just weigh your food. Say you're doing, 225 grams of ground beef, you have to enter the exact amount of fat to lean beef ratio. I'm trying to use 96% lean beef, for example, with 4% fat. And then you input that into the app and it just does the calorie counting for you. And again, this is my personal experience, and just combining these two things was what made me lose a bunch of weight. I'm doing other things, like I'm going to the gym, I'm trying to eat healthy foods, things that are not high in fat, just so that it can make it so much easier for me to just lose weight. A little bonus tip is just getting an app that works for you. It doesn't have to be the one that I talked about. It could be any one of them. I think there's a bunch of free ones too. And just talking from personal experience, the one that I have now is the one that like just helped me the most. The app itself allowed me to just set a goal based on the amount of weight that I want to lose and how much I started. So I started at like 250 pounds approximately, right? And I said, hey, you know what? I want to get to 199. I hadn't seen that number in years. And it gave me a goal based on the amount of months that I wanted to do it in. You could be aggressive, you could be, just normal, average. And then from there, you choose your goal, and it allows you to basically, check in every single week and see what the updates are. And if you haven't tried those two steps, please feel free to try them. I promise there is only good that could come out of it. If not, if you're already doing it and you're having some issues, feel free to comment down below too. Let's see if maybe I can try to help and share some of my personal experiences of what I've done to lose this amount of weight. And if you made it to this part of the video, I just want to say thank you. Leave any questions down below.